everyone, welcome back to Laura Talks. Today's video is gonna be, sorry, my cat is in the sink and she sometimes has a little bit of an attitude, but today's video is gonna be a little bit different. So me and a group of friends are planning on going to the 2025 Comic-Con, and my cosplay, I'm planning on it being Salem from the show RWBY, RWBY, and that is obviously going to require a lot of makeup, but I'm not really a makeup girly, so I thought I could, take videos of me trying makeup and, trying to look like this character, and we can kind of see how much progress I make, and like how I get better over time. So this will be my first time putting like a lot of face makeup on myself. I'm not doing like the full face because I have a couple of pimples that I've been picking at, and I don't want them to like get worse from the makeup. So today will be mostly me getting familiar with the products and like what order they work well in. I had a brand recommended to me by the sibling of a friend. It's called Mehron, or I don't know how it's pronounced, but that's the brand. Mehron. So I have a bunch of their products, including some skin prep. So we're gonna just see how it goes. Like I said, I'm not a makeup girly, but I do sometimes watch makeup videos, so I know that you do need to do skin prep. I washed my face and put face lotion on a couple hours ago, so I'm going to be starting with and this is not a sponsored video, by the way. I'm starting with the Hydro Prep Pro, which is a hyaluronic serum. And it says to just gently massage into the skin until dry. So I also have a toner, which I'm not sure if it's necessary, so I was gonna do, before I start putting the products on, let's talk through the plan, because I want to figure out the right order. So I'm gonna be doing kind of like 4 zones, like a cheek and then half of the forehead. Each of them will have the serum, but I was thinking like this half of my face would also have the toner. And then I have they call it the clown white makeup. I'm not lying. You might not be able to read that because it might be backwards, but it says clown white. And I also have the pressed powder makeup. I was thinking like the cheek would be the clown white and the forehead would be the pressed powder. And the reason that I'm using both is because the character Salem has some, like, they're not veins, but it's like red lines on her face, which I was gonna try using this on, but I don't know if it works better with the powder or like the more cream makeup. So we're gonna do a couple combinations and we're gonna see what works well. Oh, I forgot to grab my brushes, just a sec. There we go. Okay, so for the serum, whoops. Sorry, something fell on my cat. For the serum, I'm just going to use my hands. They're clean. Ooh, that's an interesting texture. Okay, so I got a couple drops and kind of And it says pat until dry. I'm sorry if the lighting is bad. It wouldn't be much better in my room. And the bathroom is where I have mirrors. So that's what we're doing. Okay. That is interesting. It's not bad. You know, I'm not used to having it like that kind of texture on my face, but it does absorb into the skin pretty well. And it doesn't really feel good or bad. I can't really compare it to any other products. So I don't know, it seems fine. Then we're gonna do the toner. This is a mattifying skin toner. It says that it's allows makeup to last longer under stressful performance situations. Says apply with a cotton pad. I don't have cotton pads, so I was just gonna use paper towel, which I know a bunch of you are gonna be like, that's not the same thing. I don't have cotton pads, so we're using what we have, and we're just gonna go with the flow, you know? Okay. So I got a small amount. Don't know if you can see it. I'm just gonna kind of it around. Okay. That doesn't look bad, and I'm not really seeing a difference between the two sides of my face. I know it might be hard to see because of the lighting, but they look pretty similar to me, but maybe we'll see a difference when I start actually applying makeup. Okay, so for the pressed powder makeup, it says I threw away the box, but it said to use a sponge. I have this big sponge, which I was going to use for the clown white, and I have a bunch of these small triangular sponges that I was going to use for the powder. I don't really have a good reason why. That's just feels right based on the videos that I've seen. Let's see. I think this said that it could be used wet or dry. I'm gonna start off with it dry because my cat is laying in the sink. Okay, so I'm gonna do the clown white on my cheeks and then the powder on my forehead. And we're gonna see if the toner makes a difference, and also like which one just looks better. Okay. This is gonna be, you know, I might actually use one of the smaller sponges here because this is actually pretty big compared to this. I think I want a little bit more control over the makeup. It's a good thing this came in a 6-pack. Okay. One for powder. one for the more cream-based makeup. Okay. I think I'm gonna use it like this, like holding it onto it like this, because that makes more sense to me than this. So let's see, just kind of dip it. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Well, I only used a little bit and it went pretty far, so let's see if I can get it looking a little bit smoother. I didn't buy any big brushes, but I'm thinking a brush might have been the way to go for this. Or maybe use the sponge wet. That might also be the go-to move. I don't know much about makeup, as I've said multiple times and I'll continue saying, but it seems to be going on pretty nicely. And in the video, it looks smoother than it does in person. So let's see. Let's see if the toner makes any difference with this. Not really seeing a difference. Well, maybe. Okay. And again, I don't know if I'm using like the proper technique or anything. I could have watched videos, like this brand has tutorials on their website. I just know that I'm the type of person that if I watched a video on how to do it, I would be so concerned with doing it correctly that I would probably make more mistakes. So that's why. You know, I think the toner did actually help. I think I had to use, I think I had to use a little bit less product over here than over here to get similar coverages. They both look pretty good on video. Okay. Let's see how the powder does. I might also put some of the powder on top of this cream makeup because I know you're supposed to do that. Maybe. I think you're supposed to do that. But the other part is like the red lines. So I want to see how the red pressed makeup looks on everything. Okay, so brand new sponge, holding it the same way, pressed powder. It's really hard to see if I'm getting anything on the sponge, probably because it's white powder on a white sponge, but let's, okay, yeah, that's not gonna do anything on its own. Yeah. Yeah, that would take forever so the character Salem, if you're not familiar, her face is literally white, like this, like literally white, with red lines, hence the clown makeup. So yeah, this powder ain't gonna do it. Okay, so let's see how the powder goes on top of the cream makeup. Maybe I didn't get enough on here. So I'm not really seeing a difference. I don't know, maybe I'm using the powder wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to use a brush for the powder. Yeah, nothing is happening except that I'm getting some of the more cream-based makeup onto this sponge. Okay. That time I was able to pick up a little bit more of the powder. But it almost seems like it made the cream worse. Okay, so the first time with the powder I was kind of doing this, right? And then when I like took the sponge and I rubbed it across, I was able to get more on the sponge. I'm not really seeing an effect from the powder, to be honest. Maybe I'm using the powder too early? I don't know. Maybe one of you guys can explain in the comments what I'm doing wrong. If I need to buy one of those big floofy brushes, use the powder, that's fine. It is a pressed powder. I don't know if that makes a difference. But yeah, I'm not seeing much of a difference between the sides with the toner versus just the serum. So this is just the serum, this is both serum and toner. Oh, excuse me. Interesting, okay. So let's go in and see what this does. I have a big brush and I have a small brush. And I think I'm gonna, when I say big, this is what I mean. I think it might actually be too big for what is on the character's face, but for just messing around and doing makeup stuff, it's fine. I will say the lid is magnetic, and that's nice. Let's see. It's just okay. So it is. I am getting something on here, and then okay. Ooh, that was a lot. That was a lot of transfer. I don't think I can dip that back in the red. And it's not as bright. It's not as bright on the... Okay. So that didn't work. Okay, water isn't helping, probably. It's not helping clean the brush, probably because, like, makeup reasons. Sorry, it's late. My brain isn't working. Okay. Yeah, that didn't work as well as I wanted it to, unfortunately. Let's see. Maybe I didn't have enough powder on. I do also have a barrier spray, which I think, so before and after makeup setting spray. I'm not sure if that would help before I apply the red. You know what? It can't hurt to try. Let's see, okay. Point it at my face and close my eyes. That was anticlimactic. Okay, that smells weird and okay, I think that might have been too much. Maybe it was too close to my face. Okay. Ooh, that stings. Ooh, that stings. Okay. Yeah, it was definitely a good idea not putting any makeup on my pimples that I've been picking at. Okay. Let's let it dry for a minute. Sponge. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Looks. Nope, still not dry. Okay. I don't know if the cream makeup will ever get dry enough that I'll be able to put the powder . Edge, okay. Let's see what this looks like on its own. If I just do like over here, just a line of it on its own. Okay, so that's pretty crisp. So it does, the red does look good on its own. And I can see it being like good to draw designs and stuff. See if it layers to get darker. Not really. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that didn't really make it darker. Okay. Well, I don't want to put it on the cream makeup again, because that did not work well. I really thought that would work, and it is unfortunate that it doesn't. Hold on. I have an idea. If I take the corner of the sponge and I just kind of... Okay, that didn't work. Get the sponge. Nope. that idea failed drastically. Okay, well, that's interesting. So, the outcomes from this video, this little experiment, it does not seem like it matters whether I use only the serum or the serum and the toner. The powder on its own is not enough. And you can't use the red edge makeup on top of the cream makeup. At least not the way I was doing it. If you guys have any ideas, I would be very thankful for them. Maybe a red cream based makeup to go like on top of the white, or if there's a way to like, maybe I'm not using enough powder and that would like make it so I could put the designs on top of the cream makeup. I don't know. Yeah, any advice would be helpful. Thanks, and I will see you later.